This is Transparent Labs Bulk, a pre-workout that's designed for one thing and one thing only, and that's bulking. This pre-workout, I've been taking it for years, but this is the first time ever I'm doing a video review on it. I have a review on my website, fitfreak.com, but of course, as usual, I'm going to review this and I'm going to go over the ingredients, what each one does, and then I'll jump into my review and what I think of it and my experience with it. So we'll start off by the fact that this is version 2. This actually version 2 point something, because they've changed one thing since version 2 came out, and that's the form of vitamin B6. Now they did put the cheap version, which is pyridoxine. This form is actually bad for you. It increases the risk for deficiency of vitamin B6. So this form they put in, pyridoxal 5-phosphate, is actually more bioavailable, and it's actually better for you, and it helps with vitamin B6. It's a better form. Most multivitamins will use cheap form, and there's actually a link in the description. I'll link the study where there was a study showing how vitamin B6, the cheap form pyridoxine, is actually bad for you. It increases the risk of deficiency and can lead to neuro-related issues. The first few ingredients are minerals and vitamins. They're actually good for you. It'll help optimize your hormone levels. It's not going to do anything crazy like increase your testosterone levels, but it'll help maximize those levels and help you maximize everything else that's involved in the gym. Because if you're deficient in any of these vitamins or minerals, then you'll actually suffer from the consequences of not having them. So the first few ingredients are vitamin B6, B12, zinc, sodium, potassium, and these are all great ingredients, minerals and vitamins to have. It ensures that you're not going to be deficient on anything when you're trying to build muscle, and they're actually important. Zinc especially for those hormone levels, and then vitamin B6 and B12 for the energy, and potassium and sodium for the hydration. So you have these ingredients, you're set for the rest of the ingredients. And the first one is citrulline malate. That's dosed at 8 grams. That's a 2.12 to 1 ratio. And actually, let me show you on the screen right now the difference between version 1 and version 2. The main differences are with version 2 is that there's a little bit more caffeine, a lot less theanine, and the minerals and vitamins. So citrulline malate, it's dosed at 8 grams. This is a 2 to 1 ratio, so that means you're getting at least 4 grams of citrulline. This helps with endurance and muscle power and nitric oxide levels. It'll help increase production. So when you're in the gym, you're pumping out your volume, you'll get more pumped and you'll feel fuller and bigger. So the next ingredient actually complements citrulline malate, and that's beta-alanine. That's dosed at 4 grams. Now, you might get a little bit tingly on this. If you're not used to taking beta-alanine and your body's not saturated with it, then you're going to experience the tingles. But after a week or so, you'll get used to the tingle, or not the tingles. You'll saturate yourself with beta-alanine and you'll feel less of the tingles. So that's why it's important to have beta-alanine in your arsenal if you don't want to get the tingles, if you hate it for some reason. But I don't mind the tingles. I like the tingles. It makes you feel alive. It makes you feel powerful, like you're turning into a Super Saiyan or something. But anyway, the next ingredient is beta anhydrous. This is dosed at 2.5 grams. This is an osmolyte, so that means it's going to move water throughout your body and to your muscles. You're going to feel fuller and bigger. It helps with strength, so it's really synergetic with creatine. If you combine them both, they work well together, but there isn't any creatine in here. But 2.5 grams, that's a clinical dose right there, good for muscle power and strength and size. And then the next ingredient, we have taurine. Taurine is another muscle volumizer. Helps with hydration and volumization of the muscles. It's really good for endurance as well. And then we have tyrosine. Tyrosine is a good ingredient to combine with your stimulants, because tyrosine helps production of the neurotransmitters that gets released by stimulants. So tyrosine increases the production, increases dopamine, motivation, alertness, and then caffeine will help release those. And you'll just feel more motivated and better focused in the gym. Now, the next ingredient is my favorite form of choline. It's one of the 2 top choline forms, and that's alpha GPC. The reason why is because it has a high bioavailability rate, much better than regular choline. So this is a premium form, and it's better for muscle building and strength. And it's dosed properly at 300 milligrams. It doesn't say if it's 50%, because if it said 50%, then you would get half of that. But it looks like you're getting a full 300 milligram dose. Now, the next ingredient is theanine. This is a relaxing ingredient, but it doesn't cause sedation. It's a really interesting amino acid that comes naturally from tea leaves. Now, when it's combined with caffeine, it's very synergetic because theanine will smooth out the jitters and anxiety, and it'll smooth out the focus and making caffeine last longer without the chance of crashing. It's a really nice combination. It's one of my favorites. But they used to put a lot more than this, and people didn't like that, so they downsized the dose to 200 milligrams, which is fine for me because it's a equal dose to caffeine, and there's a little bit more caffeine in here than theanine, so it's a good combination. And actually, speaking of caffeine, the next ingredient is caffeine hydrous. This was dosed at 180 milligrams, and that's combined with 30 milligrams of caffeine malate, which is in the form of Infinergy. Now, this is a patented form. It just means you're getting consistent form of caffeine. It's so caffeine hydrous is fast acting. You'll get that energy fast, but caffeine malate, it's slower digesting because it's bonded with malate. It'll take more time to digest. So that means you're getting smooth energy, long lasting, lasting longer than a few hours at a time. The next ingredient is a cousin of caffeine. That's theobromine. This one has more mood support than caffeine. It'll just make you feel good and motivated, kind of. And when it's combined with caffeine, though, it's even better. And that's dosed at 50 milligrams. So it's not too low of a dose or too big. It's just perfect enough to get you going in the gym. And then to help you absorb all the ingredients in here is estrogen. This is a patented form of 2 ingredients. This will help increase the bioavailability of all the ingredients, helping you absorb and maximize absorption of everything in here. And then the final ingredient, and the last and final ingredient is boron citrate. This is a testosterone optimizer. It helps also with bone health. It's a really nice mineral to have along with all the other minerals in here. So in combination with everything in here, this is a smooth muscle building type of pre-workout, but that's like any other pre-workout with citrulline and betaine, right? So any pre-workout with those ingredients can be called a bulk pre-workout, but this one has like the minerals and vitamins. So it's a little bit more geared towards, having a strong foundation of ingredients to optimize the hormone levels in the gym, like zinc and vitamin B6, B12, and all these ingredients, all these minerals and vitamins. Although it's not like a crazy testosterone boosting supplement, it's a basic supplement, but you're getting a 20-gram scoop serving. So that means you're getting a lot more than your average pre-workout. But if you really wanted to make this better and you wanted more energy, you can get bulk DMAA or bulk DMHA, and you can find those links in the description below. So what I'm saying is this pre-workout is not like a Stim Junkie pre-workout. You'll wanna, if you take it for a couple of weeks, it'll make your Stim Junkie pre-workouts, your strong pre-workouts, even better, because when you're taking this, you're taking a moderate dose of caffeine, and then you'll lower your tolerance. It's a nice way. It's not a completely stim-free pre-workout, but it's a very nice way to get you going in the gym without overwhelming you with the stimulants that you're so used to taking, or that you might be used to taking. So now it's a perfect time to jump into my review. What do I think of this pre-workout? And honestly, I've used this for years, and I used to buy it, but now I'm an affiliate for them, and I get sent this for free. But I'm still going to be honest with you. This is not a pre-workout that'll make my strongest pre-workout list. It'll definitely be one that's very versatile if you want to add your own stimulants to it. Because if you wanted to add DMAA, DMHA, aerogenesis, amp citrate, you can, and you can get these in bulk. It'll last you for months from bulkstimulants.com. You can find those links in the description below. So when I take this though, I don't feel an overwhelming sense of energy. I go to the gym, and about like an hour later after taking this, I just feel a smooth flow of energy, right? But the best part is after taking this for a week and then switching back to my strong pre-workouts, they're even better for me. So this is like a cup of coffee for Stim Junkies, but you also get the benefits of the ergogenic aids like citrulline malate and betaine and all the basic ingredients that you need to optimize your performance. Of course, you're going to benefit from the endurance boost, and actually having less caffeine is better for blood flow because caffeine and stimulants can vasoconstrict your vessels, making pumps harder to achieve, although not impossible. It's a nice way. Bulk is a really nice way to wean off this hardcore stimulants and pre-workouts, and even I would take this. I would take this for weeks because it makes it easier to wean off those stimulants. I don't have to go completely stim free, but there is a stim free option if you want it from Transparent Labs as well. And if you wanted more options for stim free pre-workouts, you can check the link in the description. So bulk is a really nice way if you're either new to pre-workouts or you're looking to wean off and taper off those strong pre-workouts, then bulk is definitely one to get. This is a solid pre-workout with a good formula of ergogenic aids and just enough stimulants to get you going, but without overwhelming you or disturbing sleep. For me, it was mostly the smooth energy on here. I don't feel overwhelmed with energy or jitters or anxiety. And the theanine in here is probably responsible for that because it has theanine. It smooths out the energy and doesn't give you a crash. So by the end of the day, you're not getting your graph of energy. It's not going to be like peaked like a mountain. It's going to be straight line, just all the way up to your bedtime. So as a pre-workout, I really recommend this. And if you want to get it, you can use my discount code FRIC. The price is quite normal for a pre-workout like this with 30 servings and 20 gram scoops. This is definitely one that's priced just right. And of course, you can use my discount code FRIC. That'll get you an even better price. And if you buy more than one, you'll get a better discount for sure. So, and the flavors, they have like 10 flavors now. They used to have like 3 or 2, and that was when I was buying them. And now they have 10. And the flavors just keep getting better. And the other ingredients in here are natural. So that's the other benefit of this. You're not going to color your teeth, or you're not going to have those worries of having artificial ingredients in your system. It's a natural pre-workout for the most part. Do I recommend this? Who is this for? If this is for someone who wants to optimize your performance, who already has motivation to work out without needing 600 milligrams of caffeine. This has just enough caffeine. And if you're sensitive to caffeine especially, this is one for you. If you want to optimize your performance without feeling jittery, or if you have to go to work after, say, and you don't want to feel or you don't want to feel overwhelming sense of energy, then this is definitely one that you want to try. So Transparent Labs Bulk, this is a good version. They've made it better, and I really recommend it. Try it out. Oh, and the flavor here is peach mango. It tastes natural to me. It doesn't taste overwhelmingly sweet or anything. It doesn't taste overwhelmingly sweet for me. It just tastes fine. It's drinkable. I'm not one to complain about taste, but this is fine to drink. I mean, you can drink this slowly and enjoy it, or drink it fast. You're not going to be disgusted by it. It's good. It's delicious. It's natural. It tastes natural to me. So peach mango is definitely a flavor I recommend trying.